to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 22. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of the...
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington has taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Panthers 7.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 2 now, second and goal. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On second down now. It's Gibson, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gandy-Golden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Complete to
a gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to
Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Panthers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now again, right side. Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike, check 33. 33.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
For a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go. Defense on deck. Under 10.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Andy Golden.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Kaepernick. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Carolina.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Kaepernick now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Jarvis Landry. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Choose the mic. Watch the back. Check it out, read.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Gibson, a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Gibson, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I'll give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.